welcome to the show.
Right.
We're obviously in Do Studio.
Oh, yeah.
I folded it. But the show's finally got a name, and this is the first time. It's been nearly 2 months since we were last here. No, he's the special guest. Don't kill the special guest. Get your shit off the table. Fucking props only. You good?
I'm good.
So it's the first time since we've done the last episode. This is the first episode since the last episode. But more importantly, this is the first time that we've come here now and we've actually got a name. We are now Nobody's Home. The sister channel, the lights are on. That's coming.
Are we going to do like a little Christmas special? I was thinking, one just as Santa, one just as an elf. But who's going to be who?
You got the body for Santa.
Yeah, but it could be more fun, yeah.
Now that you've got your chair that you've been banging on about for ever and ever, can you fucking sit closer to the microphone?
Oh, I thought this was the right...
We've gone from, I started off saying one fist, which is what everybody
then
should
you said
do.
Two.
No, yeah. Then I relented to 2, and you're still fucking 18.
No,
Yeah, now, but you've gone from, I thought this was 2.
Is that better?
Most people, if you watch them on a podcast, they'll be talking like this, like right next to the microphone. They'll be speaking through the microphone.
Well, I think it's been picking me up clearly enough about this distance.
It's because I've got the gain right up. But what that does, what the gain up also picks up static, so cable noise, other noises, this, that, and the other. The creaking, like that will be like BOOM!
Yeah, don't want that.
So you get better quality if you can have the gain down.
Right, okay.
Get the gain. Get the gain down low. And yeah, so you get better quality sound if you can speak. If you can train yourself. It's like practicing any skill. If you can be better at it. Be better. Then you don't have to rely on the equipment to make up for it.
I've got edifice, yeah?
Yeah. It's been there for a while. So yeah, we need to get a Nobody's Home logo. You see my thumbnails have been getting a bit better?
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed all the weed episodes. This is our first episode now as Nobody's Home. Welcome to the show. We are finally on Spotify as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I did mention it. The other day, probably one of the messages you forgot to reply to.
Yeah, definitely. I did not see that.
I've definitely been posting it on Facebook.
What about Spotify?
Yeah, just not paying attention. Anyway, it was on Spotify because I joined a couple of groups. They're like podcast creator groups.
Yeah.
They're full of bots. But one of the things that keeps popping up is, you're not a real podcaster if you only do YouTube podcasting. I'm like, well, actually, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. If you're going to do audio and you've got the capability to do video, why wouldn't you? Because I can make all these videos and I can make all the audios.
Yeah,
You do just the audios. You're removing yourself from like most of the biggest platforms out there.
It's probably because so many people have just got a face for radio.
Yeah, well, they're old. They're old and they've been doing it for a while. And they started out when podcasts were just audio. And now they're like, oh, you can't call yourself a podcaster. You have to be a YouTube podcaster. I'm like, well, I don't really want to call it a podcast. I want to call it my talk show.
Yeah.
How about you're just an audio talk show?
Yeah.
Dickhead. Anyway, so I'm here now. I also made a group for podcasters.
Oh, really? On Spotify?
No, on Facebook.
Did you invite me to it?
No, because you don't need to be in it. It's just a group. It's like, what are you going to bring to it? It's our podcast that's in it. It's not me and you.
Oh, what?
It's the podcast is in the group.
Do we have a Facebook page then?
Our podcast is the only group. It's the only member of this group.
Oh, right, okay.
I made the group. It's obviously going to take some time to grow.
Talking to yourself every day.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really worked out how you get groups to grow yet.
But don't you just invite everyone on your Facebook?
Yeah, but everyone on my Facebook doesn't make a podcast.
Oh, you want it for just people that make podcasts?
That's why I said I made a group for
Oh,
podcasts.
right, yeah,
I said
okay.
that's why it's our podcast is in the group. So the pod group is called Podlab, and the idea is that it's for podcasters that want to collaborate.
Yeah, you have to. I'm
Right,
not
so-
sure how you advertise that.
Well, I don't know. It's just be a group, and people searching for it eventually find it. I'm not sure if there's another way to advertise Facebook groups other than here right now. But yeah, so the idea is that you'd go in there, we'd all be able to publish our episodes or whatever, and people would see it with the idea that they go, I like that person. They're about a similar size to us. We should collaborate together.
Yeah.
And then the collaboration is we with our 10 followers and you with your 10 followers. If we make an episode together and share it to both of them, we're now sharing our episode to 20 followers.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use whatever number you like. I was just using realistic ones.
Okay.
Take our 86 followers
86
and their
subscribers.
47 followers. Now we're advertising.
Yeah.
But again, the whole thing, followers number doesn't really matter. It's getting it out there. If the world sees it, it doesn't matter what followers you've got.
Yeah, it's like views and stuff, isn't it?
Just our followers have obviously not turned the bell icon on all 86 of them because we're still only getting like 20 views. So news in your life then?
Well, I need to go to the toilet quick. I know. Story of Matt.
Shit Matt. There's a band called that, isn't there?
Is there?
Shit Matt, Slip Matt. He's a scat man. You don't need your phone
Alright, well.
unless you've got notes on it.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You remembered some notes this week.
Yeah.
Skip past the bits that say breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
I've been to Alton Towers. I went to Alton Towers, basically. Went up for Fright night.
Were you frightened?
No.
They should have had some microphones there. Because
Yeah.
the microphones
Maybe.
Because obviously you're still scared of the microphone.
It was during a half-term thing, and they had a few rides closed down. Obviously Nemesis is being redone, but now they've actually decided they're closing Oblivion after 25 years of it being there. Yeah, they decided to close it, and it was closed on that day.
So you didn't get to go to Oblivion?
No, I didn't. No. Before that was good. They had this thing called they're doing mazes and stuff. Right, well, they have a thing called it's the Invitation. It's a sound orchestrated experience. So basically, you lead into a container. Well, you go into a lift first, a pretend lift, obviously. You go down. You walk into it's called a crypt.
Why is it a pretend lift?
Because it doesn't actually go down.
Doesn't?
No, they just make a jolt and then it makes you feel like you're going to lift.
Are you sure it doesn't go down?
It doesn't, no, because it's a container. On the outside, you can see.
Oh, I see.
So you walk into this, what they say is a crypt.
Okay.
And obviously, they sit you down in your little cubby hole bit. You put earphones on. You have to make sure it's right because it's left ear, right ear. It says it keeps going left ear, right ear. Make sure it's right. It was all about the sound experience. If you had it on the wrong way.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and then just you sit down pitch black, and obviously it goes. Now, it's the sound quality that is really good with this because
I'd hope so.
I've been on it twice, last year and this year, and still amazes me. Like when the vampire drops down, he's walking across. You walk across stones when you walk in, and you can hear him walking across. And there's no one in front of you or walking alongside you. Before I put my hands up before, and this time Abby was kicking because she thought someone was there. And obviously, it's the experience when you walk past and he gets by your ear. The only other experience is obviously when he bites into someone.
Is it pitch black or something?
Yeah, completely pitch black.
So you can't see.
You can't see your hand in front of your face. No.
Yeah, 'cause there's zero light.
Yeah, nothing. And you're hearing it, and then like he'll come up behind you, and it's that intense that you would literally you get that feeling that he is, but there's just wood. No one can get behind you. And obviously he bites into someone, and he obviously squirt people with a little water pistol, but obviously it gets to people. But it's like the first time I did it, year before, I was laughing because I laugh at things like this. I start laughing, and
But now you think it's real.
No. Then he leant forward and went, "What are you laughing at?" And that's when I just went at first. I put my arm, I was like, "What the?" And my mate, he took his earphones off, couldn't deal with it. But it was so good. It's that immersive that you sit there and think, "What?" How did they do that? And it is the sound, like as they're walking along and behind you, and it was really good. There's other mazes, but I find that most interesting. I think sometimes too much is too much. It's in the dark, audio was enough.
We could recreate that.
Reckon?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
I'm probably not going to.
I won a teddy this time. Do a basketball, win a big teddy. I get it in, get a teddy. You need to go up a little bit because there's nets. There's a reason there's nets. But obviously the hoop is oval. Oval shape. The hoop's oval. But obviously the hoop is oval shape where you do a normal basketball. But the experience is good. Stayed at a little B&B. Believe it or not, the bloke who runs it with his wife, he was actually from more my way.
I could believe it.
Honestly.
A human that you saw in a part of this country was from a similar part of the country.
Yeah, but that's all the way up there. Yeah, but it's from basically. He used to go to my old school. Sorry, that was it. That's a weird part.
Okay, that's a little bit.
My
more.
secondary school, yeah. So.
What's your next bullet point?
Oh, that's not even on that.
Oh, fucking hell! I put up with all of that.
Yeah, well, you said no. That's it. Oh, I know I've lost her.